God, it's been a while since I've ridden. Man, I've missed this. So yeah, the iPhone X was released onto the world, and there is a lot to be talked about. The benchmarks, I mean the features of, or the lack of features on the OnePlus X, because I don't know, for all the things which Apple does, there seems to be taking away something essential. Like, okay, Apple innovated on the headphone jack. They took it away from us. And well, I know Apple is not the first company to do it. It was Motorola with their Z series of phones, and that is not a good move. I have never considered taking away the headphone jack as a good move. That's just bullying the industry into following a trend which they want to put into. So that's just something there. And this time on X, they have gotten away with the fingerprint scanner. And I, for the life of me, cannot understand how this would work. They have replaced it with facial recognition, a feature which was available. I mean, come on, that thing was available for a long time now on the Android. From Ice Cream Sandwich, if I'm not mistaken, that is 4. Right now it's at 8. And facial recognition has never worked correctly. It is not something which you can do with. So I've never liked facial recognition. I wanted to try it out when I got my first phone on the Ice Cream Sandwich platform, because before that I had my Galaxy Ace, which did not get Ice Cream Sandwich. Then I got my S3, and I wanted to try out the fingerprint scanning features. But once I tried it out, I quickly understood that that's not where it's at. It's not even close to being secure. So Apple being a company which, well, they are a company which don't mess around with new things. They normally release something whenever it's perfect and it's time for their prime time. I don't really think there is any thing which they just mess around with, like fingerprint scanner. Apple wasn't the first company to bring fingerprint scanner, but they are known to be the better company to provide fingerprint scanner. Like before that, S5 had a fingerprint scanner, but that was a passive or whatever you want to call that. That was not very good. You had to swipe over it and stuff like that. Didn't really work very well. Apple, on the other hand, made a fingerprint scanner which actually works. And on the iPhone X, well, they have brought a facial recognition feature which they claim actually works. But here is my main thing about having facial recognition. Facial recognition requires the camera to be able to see your face, right? So what if you want to unlock your phone, send a message, and just close your phone like we all do? I personally do that a lot. When the phone is at my table and I don't want to take it in my hand and show it my face, or better case, what if I don't want to turn on the lights when I'm at home at night trying to check a message which has come, and I don't want to do that. This is one of those things which I think form over functionality is really prevalent on Apple products, and iPhone X is one of those products. And I know iPhone X will sell like hotcakes because it's the new and most expensive thing from Apple. People want to have that as a status symbol, but think about it. Think about the practical aspects of this phone. It isn't very good because, well, the phone, in my opinion, just tries a little too much. Having the fingerprint scanner underneath the glass, which was one of the rumored features which would have made it up into the iPhone X, I would have loved to see something like that. And also the screen, I know everyone is going bezel-less. The essential phone's way of having just a camera droop down like a teardrop onto the screen, that bugged me enough that I wasn't really excited about essential phone. And now I see that there is a whole big bar of solid black color on the iPhone X's front screen. That is enough for me to just not consider that anymore. So yeah, I like the Galaxy S8 Plus and Note 7's approach of having the screen like that, which is amazing. I really like that. But until under the glass fingerprint scanner works and I don't need to have the reach around for the fingerprint scanner, I won't be considering those phones, because I need a phone which I can activate from the table so that I don't need to take the phone in my hand, because I don't want to do that. I shouldn't be needing to do that because, well, that's just how it is. That is one thing which I wanted to talk about the iPhone X. The rest everything is basically great. I mean, iPhone does have the latest and greatest processor from their iPhone 8 series. I don't know why they missed out on the 7S series, 7S and 7S Plus. That's normally how they do, right? But this time they went straight to 8, which was kind of strange for me. Come to think of it, I have never actually extensively used an Apple product. Yeah, in my life I haven't actually used an Apple product extensively. I have used a MacBook Air, I've used a MacBook Pro, I've used iPhones, a lot of them, but I have never extensively used it to say that, well, I get it. I get why people like Apple. I know that why people would like to have Apple, because it is simpler, it is much easier to get stuff done. It might not be much stuff, but whatever you can get done with an iPhone, well, it's easy. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that is one of my things, or my tidbit about the iPhone X. Really, not really excited about it. Really, I'm really blown away by the LG V30, more than the Note 8, more than anything else. I really like the LG V30 because that has really made me interested. I have never been a fan of the LG UI. Back in the G3 days, I've used the G3 for quite some time, just because my friend had it and he wanted to use my phone at the time and all that. So I've used the G3. I hated the UI on the LG phones. That's just, it felt like a kiddie OS. It didn't have much about it, so that's something I never want to use. But the LG V30, that does actually excite me quite a bit. It's really nice, in my opinion. Ooh, that's a lifted Bolero. Well, most people don't know what a Bolero is, but hey, great, I guess.